Flat feet can be helped in two ways: getting stronger toe flexor muscles, the ones that help curl your toes, and getting proper arch support for your fallen arches on your flat feet. Working on getting stronger muscles to support your arch takes time, but getting the proper arch support for your flat feet is a much quicker thing to do and can give you some pretty fast results. In this video, I'll be giving you my honest physical therapist opinion about OluKai shoes, the ones I always wear. I'm going to tell you about the company and this particular shoe that they make, and then in the later part of this video, I'll explain how they can help with flat feet. I suffer from flat feet myself, and I've been using these shoes for years. And if you've watched any of the videos here on our channel and have ever noticed my shoes, I actually get questions in the comments all the time about what shoes I use and where I got them. One of my patients told me about these shoes. They had them on, and when I got some myself, I said, wow, I really love these shoes. They're so comfortable. I'll tell you all about all the details. But I want to let you know that OluKai, the very nice people over at OluKai, sent me a brand new pair, a very much needed pair of shoes. I'll show you my old ones, how worn down they are, and these are brand new. I just tried them on. I hadn't walked around them at all, so I'm going to do that for the first time on this video. Now let me tell you about OluKai. They are a Hawaiian themed company. They were so nice. Every time I talked to them, they replied with aloha. They would start their messages like that. And so I thought that was really cool. They kept it even in the communication. And here's the shoes they sent me. Their logo looks like a fish hook. Let me see if I can find it for you. Oh, it's on the front. Their logo looks like a fish hook, that one right there. And they make men's and women's shoes. Obviously, I buy men's shoes only from them, and I've really only bought this style of shoe, this particular model of shoe. It's called the Nohea Moku. Just looking off their website and what they offer on Amazon, because that's where I get them from Amazon, they have a variety of different kinds of shoes, ranging from sandals to casual wear to some athletic shoes, but they don't seem to focus on athletic shoes as much, as well as some boots. And they're very stylish, as you can see. They're very well-made shoes. They've lasted me a long time, much longer than other athletic shoes that I've used. And so I really like the company as a result of that. Now, the Nohea Moku shoes, which I've linked in the description below, you can find them on Amazon. There's a link to get to their Amazon store down in the description. This particular model is called the Nohea Moku. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. And I have 3 pairs of these. This is my 4th pair. I have them in all different colors. They come in at least 4 colors. I have all the 4 colors. I've seen others on their website and on Amazon, but sometimes they don't have them. I'm sure, it just depends on what they're making at the time. Some other features of this are the laces are not real laces. They're elastic bungee cords. So you never have to tie your shoelace. You just open up the shoe and get your foot in there. The materials themselves is a very comfortable, breathable mesh. It's super smooth and it breathes very well. And it's designed to be worn with or without socks. These are actually marketed on the OluKai site as boat shoes. So they have pictures of people out on boats, on sailboats, and they're wearing these shoes and they can get wet. And they even have little vents or ports right there so that you can drain water in case it gets in your shoes. And many of their shoes come with this design feature where you can pop the back part of the heel down and it's like a slipper at that point. And honestly, I use this all the time. If I'm doing computer work at my desk, I might slip off my shoes. Sometimes I'm doing like foot exercises under the desk. And if I have to get my shoes on really quick to run to the bathroom, I'll just put them on with the heel down like this and go to the bathroom and come back and then kick my shoes off again. And if you need to just pull it open and get your foot in, it's super easy to get in and never have to worry about tying my shoelaces. My kids, by the way, don't like me right now because they're learning how to tie their shoes, a couple of them, and I don't have shoelaces on my shoes. So they're asking me, how come I have to learn how to tie my shoes if you don't have any shoelaces on your shoes? But we talked about it's an important life skill to be able to tie your shoes. The sole of the shoe is made out of rubber and it's got this nice grip. And I can't say that I've stepped in a lot of wet surfaces with my shoes. I live in El Paso, Texas, which is the desert, so it doesn't get wet here very often. There's not a whole lot of rain. But just looking through some of the reviews on Amazon and on the OluKai website, there are people that use these the way they're intended as boat shoes, and they all report that the grip on these shoes is fantastic, even on wet surfaces. Another feature is the insole, and I'll talk more about this in later parts of the video, but the removable insole is substantial. This is the best insole I've ever seen on any shoe, and that's one of the reasons why I wear these shoes all the time. The shoe comes with a 1-year warranty. I think all of their shoes come with a 1-year warranty, so that way you have comfort in purchasing these. If something's wrong with them, if the seams are messed up, or there's some issue that with the design, with their, you know, when you get them, you can always call them up, and they'll probably send you a brand new pair out. Just let them know what's going on. Let me tell you the pros of these shoes. Now, of course, this is very biased, but I think they're very stylish for just casual wear. You know, I wear these to work every day. I treat patients in these. I'm on my feet, so they're pretty durable. The ones that I have on right now are at least 3 years old, and you could tell by the insole. I'll show you. It is all worn down. There's toe marks and foot marks and this edge. That's why I said these are much needed new shoes that I got. But the outside looks fantastic, and besides some scuff marks around the trim of the shoe, there isn't really anything else going on. And you know, I was concerned about the mesh tearing and being kind of delicate, but it's lasted me years. And I have 2 other pairs at home that I didn't bring with me today that are the same. One of them has a little tiny fraying on the mesh, but it's very minimal, and the shoe's years old, so I'm not expecting much out of it. They're super comfortable. I absolutely love wearing them every day. I don't want to purchase any other shoes. One of my fears is that they're going to stop making the Nohea Moku. That's why I bought 3 pairs a while back, because whenever I find a comfortable shoe, I like to buy 2, 3, or more pairs of it, just in case they discontinue that model, because it's happened to me before, and then I'm hunting for a comfortable shoe again. So I might need to get some more of these. Of course, the laces are not real laces. They're these elastic bungee cord laces. So I like that about them. And you know, I thought they would get a little loose. On one of my pairs, they got slightly loose. It doesn't look bad, but this pair that I have, my old shoes right now, they're pretty good. They're not loose. So I like that about the elastic bungee cords. These are also great for wide feet. My patient that recommended these to me, he has a pretty significant bunion on his foot, and he finds these to be very comfortable for him. And so, you know, the bunion makes his foot wide at the mid part of his foot right here, and he's fine in these shoes. Since the mesh is very flexible, it's comfortable. It's not like the leather covered shoes. Those don't have as much give as the mesh. So he likes it for that reason. And I have a wide foot too, so this is comfortable for me. But absolutely, my favorite pro about this is the insole. Here's my old insole. Here's the new insole from the new shoes that they sent me. And these are the shoes they sent me. I got them maybe a couple of weeks ago, and these I got a year ago. No, I'm sorry, a few years ago, like 3 years ago. And it's the same insole, and it's a good insole. I really like this. I mean, this is something that you would probably pay at least 30, if not 50 or more dollars, brand new, and it just comes with the shoe. So I like that it's built into the shoe. That's definitely a big pro. And if I feel the cushiony, the amount of cushion in it, this is still holding up. It is definitely a little bit softer than the brand new one, but it's significant. But it's held its cushion very, very well. I feel like I can still wear this for longer and still get my use out of it. Of course, this is going to feel more comfortable and better support because it's brand new, but years worth of shoes, when I should have changed my shoes probably 2.5 years ago. You're supposed to change them out every 6 months or so. Now let me tell you the cons of this shoe. I don't really have any, and you know, I thought long and hard about this, and I really, if anything, I could see some people saying that they don't like the style of the shoe. They wish it looked different or more variety of colors. They already come in at least 4. I saw one site had up to 7 colors. So it really just depends on your personal preference when it comes to the style of the shoe and how you like to dress. And I promise you, I'm not just saying that because OluKai was so nice to send me a free pair of shoes. If you see my other review videos, I'll tell you what I think is not good about that product or whatever we're reviewing, and I really couldn't think of anything. I mean, the grip is really good. You can see some cracks developing in this, but it still looks pretty sturdy. These have lasted me 3 years, so I'm excited to get another 3 years use out of these brand new ones they sent me. I don't really have any complaints about this as far as cons. My honest physical therapist opinion, besides the style of course, they're fantastic for supporting a flat arch like myself. Let me show you what that looks like. So here's my arch right there. You can see that it falls down when I stand on it. I'm standing on my right leg right now. And when I pick up my foot, I have a little bit of an arch. That's what's called a functional flat arch. That means that I have the ability to create an arch if I curl my toes. So if I'm standing on it, let me stand up, then I can use my foot muscles to create an arch. So getting stronger is going to help me out for sure, and that's what I focus on. But getting shoes like these, let me get the new ones out. So you have to look at my dirty, worn out insole. Here's a brand new insole. When I step on that insole, that arch is now supporting me. And you can see how my foot kind of wants to spill over the arch on the inside right here, but it's offering me some support. So in addition to me using my foot muscles, now I'm getting a little bit of a boost from that arch support. So that's why I like these OluKai brand shoes. And they're built around using the insole because not all shoes have a removable insole like this, and you have to really fidget with the shoes sometimes in order to get the right insole. Like if you go purchase an insole from the store that's similar to this one, it may or may not work with your shoes. So that's one of the difficulties that I ran into all the time. And so I love that these shoes are already built with the insole in mind, so I don't have to worry about thinking about that, and they work for me. So that's one of the tricks with this, is you have to find out what works for you, because these shoes, you know, I love them, they work great for my foot, but it may not work for your foot. You have to go through the trial and error of figuring out which brand of shoes, which style of shoes work for you, which combination of shoes and orthotics might work for you, and then get plenty of those shoes so that they last you a long time. So if you want to get your own pair of Nohea, Moku, OluKai brand shoes, there's a link in the description below to get to them from Amazon. They have a whole store on Amazon. You can go to their website as well and see their other options in case you're interested in different styles. Now, I have not tried any of their other styles. I've only tried this specific one, so I can only speak to this one. But as I've looked through their other shoes, they seem to have very good soles on the bottom that have good arch support. So you might give them a try and see if they work for your flat foot problem. Hey, if you thought this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, please, and don't forget to share it with somebody you think needs to hear about this. And please consider subscribing to our channel and turning on your notifications. We make videos with helpful tips, advice, exercises, and stretches for a variety of problems, not just foot problems. Just go over to the playlist tab on our channel and you'll likely find a playlist of videos for the issue that you'll. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, OluKai. Bye-bye.